Are we in?
Yeah, we're in.
Welcome to the FA Cup third round draw with Zac and TT. We haven't done live for ages.
No.
You were literally tiny the last time we done a live, so bear with us. If this is you're struggling to watch it, bear with us. We'll get better. We've got the TV there, all the stats in the world in front of us, all the numbers. The chat is live, so anyone that wants to put their predictions or any questions, please tell us where you're watching it from, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I don't know how many people we're going to get to join. Obviously, most of the stuff we do is videos as we drive home, but we'll obviously share our reaction. What were your thoughts on Saturday, early doors?
Started pretty well, put them under a lot of pressure, and then it just deteriorated from there. We brought on Bradshaw because Coburn's apparently got a little knock on him, but it just slowly went down and down, and then some absolute amazing strike put them 1-0. So.
Dave just asked what number we are. So we are number 25. Blackburn away. Yeah, that wouldn't be a very nice draw. Although we did have the moment with Danny Shitu in the fifth round. I think it was in 2014. Was it 2013 when we lost to Wigan in the semi-final? Yeah, I agree with you. I thought Oxford. Well, at least we got to see Oxford. Portsmouth away was an absolute joke. Someone's gone Coventry at home. Well, we do get a lot of home draws in the FA Cup. In fact, the last away draw we had was it was against Boreham Wood in 2021. So we don't normally get many Plumstead, South London. We don't have to go far for Plumstead, South London. Yeah. Looking forward to the draw, and I'm glad you're watching it with us because this is what we do. We share this experience. We really enjoy it. You're going to get a live reaction. It's kind of thing like all the preparation I've done for it. We could be the first number out and end up getting probably a championship club at home.
It's most likely it's going to be a League Two side that we'll most likely lose to because it's Millwall, or it'll be a championship side that we don't normally do well against. So
yeah, we do have them twice in the league. Where have we got Coventry? Yeah, we've got obviously, and Frank Lampard and Joe Edwards have taken over there. Wouldn't mind Man City. I don't know. Although how bad Man City have been playing, I think I'd rather avoid do you know what? Now we've got Bromley would be a decent one.
Yeah.
The thing is, now we've got Harris back. We haven't had a cup run under. Oh look, someone said that exactly as we said it. Yeah. So well done, Bailey. Yeah, Harris does love a cup run, and we've gone out in the third round 3 years in a row. Obviously one to Palace, but then to Sheffield United and Leicester.
Paphos in Cyprus.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Leicester. So we've not made it past the third round. Like I said, we've not had a decent cup run since Harris was here, and we had Everton. That's your favourite moment in the cup.
That's my first proper memory of the FA Cup.
Slough is watching it with his 2-year-old boy. Bromley away, David's put. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
As fans that go, you want to go to grounds that you've never been to. So Harrogate Town would be something different.
Yeah.
There's only a few. Actually, there's a few teams left in the competition that we have never played in. I think there's about 7 that we've never played in the FA Cup, and one of them would surprise you. I'll ask you as a question as you're there, if you can name the clubs that we have never played in the FA Cup. Some of them would be obvious because we've never played them. So teams, like I said, Harrogate Town and Salford. But we've never actually played Charlton in the FA Cup, which is, considering how many times we've played them in our history, we've never played them in the FA Cup. And I don't actually want to play them now.
I don't want to play them for another couple of years. Take it to 30 years without getting beat by them.
Yeah, their last win was in 1996.
Oh, I love it.
I know we do this every time when we talk about Charlton, but you were like, so you were born in 2011. That's 25 years before you were born, wasn't it? 96, or is it 15? 15 years before. 15 years before 15. You were born.
No, 16.
Oh my God, we're not good at maths. That's true. I don't know. Maybe the FA Cup will be the thing that they need to beat us. Because, they certainly haven't beat us in the league. But yeah, we've got all the stats. For instance, we've played Aston Villa 7 times in the FA Cup. We've won 3 of them, lost 4. the last time we played them, obviously in 2013, I think that was John Mark. Was that the John Marquis game where we won 2-1? So all the stats against every single team in the tournament. Like I said, we've never played Charlton. The big ties you want, obviously, number 43 is the one that we all want. We all want that away from home. We all want West Ham, so they're the ones to look out for. Arsenal are number 2. Manchester City and Manchester United are 22 and 23 respectively. Obviously, we're number 25. Newcastle are number 26. I wouldn't mind going to Newcastle away. That would be a pretty...
that is definitely what I want to go to.
You don't want a lower end Premier League team
because
away. At home, I think we can get through it with Harris.
And most of the teams we've actually played away fairly recently, like Wolves. We've played at Molineux recently. We've played actually at Villa Park fairly recently.
Yeah, we have played at Villa Park really well because they were down in the Championship.
Yeah.
Obviously, Zac's wearing the FA Cup final top. It's not his. It's obviously he weren't born, but he's probably going to have it off of me. And I'm wearing the Auto Windscreen Shield final just to give us a bit of cup luck. Even though that day we were dreadful against Wigan, even though we were robbed because of a handball. But I won't go into that. Sour grapes, even after all this time. 1999, that was.
Wow.
I know. When you're starting with the 90s, you know that you're going to feel like it's a long time ago. We've got Zampa. The missus is here. Zampa, the dog's just in the corner. So if he makes her appearance or if he barks, I do apologise. I'm assuming people can hear us very well, okay, which is probably a bonus. But they're doing a lot of talking, a lot of filling. Who would you say? Just put your things in the comments below. I'll ask you in a second. Who do you think's been the best player for Millwall this year?
Jaffa Tanganga all day long. He's been the rock in the defence that we've needed because the first 2 games we didn't have him. Bristol City and Watford. We just looked like a completely different team.
Thank you for that, Paul. I appreciate that. Tanganga is not a Championship defender, is it? Let's be honest. Visit Portsmouth. Portsmouth away for the 4th visit. Yeah, if they fix their lights, we've obviously still got to go there once. So we done Portsmouth away in the cup.
Yeah.
At least we won. You don't want Arsenal. Went to the last match at our place and I was gutted, even though I think I appeared on the TV as they wrapped up the match. Yeah, I don't know. Arsenal they'd be a really difficult tie, but it'd be a good day out at the Emirates. Yeah, I said that we went to the Junior Lions Christmas party with Frankie, and SA is the most exciting. I think that, to be fair, his end product in the last 5 or 6 games hasn't been quite there.
But he's still young. He's got to learn.
Yeah, but he's exciting to watch, and that's what we haven't really had that. You've had Jed Wallace. Maybe you could put on there.
I wouldn't compare SA to Jed Wallace because Jed Wallace was very direct, whereas in SA he likes to do stuff with the ball that you don't normally see that.
Yeah, he's just exciting, isn't he? He's just an exciting player to watch, and Tanganga's been excellent. I don't know who I've been really impressed with actually in a lot since we started on our good run is Jensen. I think that he's really stepped up. I think you made the point that like Sarkic had a pretty tough spell. He's very he's very raw. But Jensen I think has really stepped up and he's been very solid. His handling's been better. He's just the overall
a very solid keeper.
Yeah, he's a solid keeper, and it was difficult to step. Lenny and Aziz. Too,
I would have said Aziz to be fair as well.
Well, Aziz has only had a couple of games. We know. I think we said about Tanganga, and if he's out, Leonard is another one. When he's missing, he's.
Oh yeah.
I said to him yesterday in person that I genuinely believe he's the best one-on-one defender in the Championship, and he very, very rarely ever gets beat. And somehow he reminds me a little bit of Arawan Bissaka in that even if he gets beat for pace, he seems to have that slide tackle. He seems to have that... Sorry, Zampa's trying to get involved. Probably he has that slide tackle. Who is that they're talking about? Someone from Salford, another team that we have never played in our history, never mind in the FA Cup. We've never played in anything. Surprisingly, let's see who else we've never played in the FA Cup. Let's see if we can get another one. Tamworth, yeah, one of the only non-league teams left in the tournament. They've
Mansfield.
Do you know Tamworth? I've had to look up their nickname. Their nickname are the Lambs, and they actually play at the Lamb Stadium.
I think they like lambs.
The Lambs, yeah.
By any chance.
And funny enough, they've actually got Andy Peaks is their manager. Round 2, they beat Burton 4-3 on penalties.
Oh yeah, I remember listening to that one.
Yeah, big winner in round 1 against Huddersfield. But because obviously they're non-league, they also had to go through the 4th qualifier where they beat Macclesfield 4-2. It's quite funny because you look through the teams that watching live from California, leave in an hour. Okay, well enjoy the weather because it's absolutely shocking at home.
Be at Coventry on Saturday as well.
Okay, well we'll hopefully see you there.
Absolutely
We'll be at Coventry. They are still talking on the. I think they're showing more highlights of classic moments. Poor keeping by Coventry keeper there, but yeah. So there's 64 balls in, and for unusually there's no oars. It is literally 64 teams.
Oh wow! I don't think I've ever had that in the FA Cup. I remember.
Well, normally the draw's on at a time when there's going to be a game. So yeah, someone's put Ipswich away. We definitely don't want Ipswich away. Our record against them is shocking in the cup.
Last time we played them was depressing.
Yeah, although we've played them once in FA Cup, I lost 6-1. Although I was looking at one thing, I can't remember what team it is, but we played them home and away.
I think it's gone now.
But we lost 9-1 in one of the matches.
9-1?
9-1, and that was the second leg. We lost 4-2 in the first leg.
Oh my God.
I can't remember which one that was. Yeah, we definitely went out of the cup that way. Yeah, that's a good point. There's no replays this year. When I was writing down all the stats, it's amazing how many times it went to replays. There were some teams where you seem to, every time we played them, we always went to a replay. And it's wrecked the competition, in my opinion. It's set out for the thanks Timothy, and thanks for listening, and thanks for following us. Yeah, I just think that it's difficult to. What was I talking about?
Replays?
Yeah, replays. I think it's just set up for the big teams, isn't it? You know, the top 6. Obviously the smaller teams, and it can be League Two coming to the den and then bringing us back to our place, or likewise us getting an Arsenal and taking it back to their place, because the FA Cup is about the whole of the nation. This is one of my first ever memories of football is the FA Cup final, where you used to watch it properly and on a Saturday, and you'd wake up and it would be wall-to-wall coverage on the TV. Yeah. You can't even imagine what it was like. It was such a big event, and they've just cheapened it. And I remember one year Man United didn't even have to come in on the 3rd round; they could come in later. Paul, we are number 25 in the cup. Mark Hughes is on the TV now. He's looking old. To be fair, Dion Dublin, I still haven't forgiven Dion. Dion Dublin's on the TV. I haven't given him for the playoffs against Birmingham. So it always annoys me when he does these. What's it like, the homes under the hammer? I always feel like he needs to go under a hammer. To be fair, Dion Dublin, I still haven't forgiven him. But yeah, so they've got the balls in the bag at the moment. We are number 25. Like I said, I'll go through some key numbers. Arsenal are number 2, Villa number 3, Chelsea 10, Palace 12, Everton. I wouldn't mind going to Goodison.
Yeah, last year before their new stadium the last year.
So yeah, they've put it up on the board now. Salford, I don't know why they put Salford up there. They're not a big one. Bromley, but Tamworth and Dagenham and Redbridge are the only 2 non-league teams left in the competition. Dagenham and Redbridge are 50, Tamworth are 53. What you don't want, I think it's between you got in a row. You got Norwich, Forest, Oxford, Plymouth, Portsmouth, Preston. There's so many bad teams.
Is that like from 29 to 36?
Yeah, there's quite a few, and then it's like West Brom, Wolves.
Yeah, that's horrible.
West Ham are number 43, so that's the ones. That's the ones that.
Go on, draw 43. And
all the balls are. Dion Dublin's putting all the balls in now. Obviously, we are number 25. Would we want West Ham at home or away? I think I want them away.
Even though
I'd love to go to London Stadium.
I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it either way.
Not Liverpool. Right, the first ball out of the hat. Don't be the Millwall. Or number 36. That is Southampton.
Oh, not there.
We've played them 6 times in the FA Cup and only won once, so we wouldn't want them. Not away from home. 39. That is not us. That is Swansea City. That's good. Two teams that you wouldn't want.
They haven't got great lighting on the balls, have they? They're very glaring.
Yeah, they are. Mark Hughes pulls out number 2, Arsenal.
Arsenal, come on.
Will we get Arsenal away? Big tie that would be. A massive tie.
A massive one at the Emirates.
Will we get Arsenal?
Oh, so
23.
close.
Remember, we are 25. They got
Man
Man United.
Oh, that's two big ones out the
Two
way.
big clubs that won't take it seriously. That's really frustrating.
That's a big
Obviously
game,
lost
though.
to Man United in the 2004 FA Cup final. It was just good to be there. A late number now, number 47, Exeter. Played them 3 times in FA Cup. The first of which in 1949, where we lost 5-3. But will we be going down to St James's Park? 29. We will not be going down to St James's Park. That is Oxford United.
They're
so
out the way with.
At least we won't be going back there. We've only played Oxford United once in FA Cup. We lost in a replay 1-1. So 48's the next one out.
Oh, no, don't give us them.
We'll be going to Brisbane Road. I think they've actually got a different stadium name. But 13. Number 13 is out, and it's Derby. Leyton Orient versus Derby County.
Again, bad ones out the way with.
Yeah. Next one is up, and it is number 62. One really late. Reading.
Oh.
Played 3, won 3. Played 3, lost 3.
8.
It's not 8. It's not
Burnley.
8. Burnley. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get Burnley away. Yeah. Reading and Burnley, two clubs we definitely wouldn't want to have gone to. Number 3.
Give us
Aston Villa. Would you want to go to Aston Villa?
Oh, I'd love to.
They're in a bad run of form without a win in 8 in all competitions. Obviously, they're playing in the Champions League, which will they take this competition seriously? We don't have them.
West Ham.
Oh, 2 claret and blue teams gone.
They're out.
Very frustrating. We didn't get West Ham.
27.
Number 27, Norwich City. No thanks. We're going there on Boxing Day. We don't want another, to go there probably 2 weeks afterwards because the ties are on the 11th. We're not going to play them. It's number 6, Brighton. Brighton are out of the way, so another Premier League team doing really well at the moment this season. I think they're 4th in the Premier League.
22.
22, that's
Manchester City.
Man City.
Go on, give us the Etihad. Why not?
Yeah, the Etihad would be some tie. Quite a few of the big ones have gone, actually, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Go on.
Number 25. Come on, Dion. 45.
Salford.
Salford.
Manchester, isn't
it? I think if they haven't won by then, they're definitely going to win at that stage. It's a good tie for Salford. Like I said, they get a good away tie, but
25, we're at home.
At home, of course we're at home.
So
Millwall at home. Who will we play? Which championship team?
Palace again.
Preston. I'm going to go
give
for
us Palace again.
Preston or Stoke at home. 50.
Dagenham and Redbridge.
Dagenham and Redbridge. So we did say we'd never played them in the. Oh no, we have played them once in the FA Cup. It went to a replay in 2012, and we won 5-0 in a replay. Dagenham and Redbridge is a very Liverpool the next team out. Liverpool the next team out, and then they've got Accrington and Stanley. Yeah, so Dagenham and Redbridge, they beat Wimbledon in the second round 2-1. Crewe in the first round 1-0, and then they played Leiston.
7 are out. Bristol City.
They played Leiston in the fourth qualifying round. They're currently 15th in the National League, and we won't be going to the London Borough of Barking and Dagenham Stadium because they will be coming to the Den. Bristol City and Wolves are the 2 out after that. Obviously, it's an East London club. There'll probably be a few West Ham fans coming with the Dagenham and Redbridge fans. I'm sure they'll bring a few, but I just hope that it's one of those games where you're thinking, will we have all the stands open? Will we... will it be one stand only, which will kill the atmosphere?
Yeah, that normally gives us a massive disadvantage.
Chelsea just come out at home
in them games.
What are your thoughts on Dagenham and Redbridge? You would hope to think that we take it seriously, certainly under Harris.
Morecambe have got Chelsea away.
Morecambe, or Morecambe, as you used to say. I'm disappointed with a Dagenham and Redbridge at home. I've got to be honest, but
it should send us through.
Well, you can't be complacent. Like I said, they are one of the 2. Yeah, it's better than Norwich away.
Blackburn.
It's true.
Oh.
Better than any of those championship clubs away. We've got Middlesbrough, Blackburn. We could have had either one of those championship clubs. That's really not what you're wanting. We should win it under Harris. I agree. We've got more strength in depth in terms of the attacking players. We don't really have with defensively. Bournemouth and West Brom. Obviously, Saturdays, we're looking very vulnerable. Samba, do you want to come up here?
No, he wants to gonk.
He wants to get involved. It's going to be difficult because we can't obviously share the... I think it's Murray Wallace is going to have to start centre-back and potentially Wes Harding because obviously no Tanganga unless they put Ryan Leonard in at centre-back. Tamworth have got a home draw. So the two National League teams, one Tamworth got a home draw and the other one's coming to the Den. Oh, Tamworth, Tottenham.
The two non-league teams have got fairly hard draws.
Yeah, and both London. They've got 2 London clubs, which obviously, what's it called? We'll have to save Newcastle. Obviously, we'll do the. I hope we hope you've enjoyed doing the FA Cup.
It's going absolutely mental.
He's going mental. He obviously wants to be part of it, but he isn't. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it with us. Hull City, Doncaster Rovers. That's a Yorkshire derby, so they'll enjoy it. Sunderland, all these teams we could have got. To be fair, maybe in retrospect, it's probably not too bad.
I'm actually quite happy with it because it should mean that we get through to the next round. It should.
Well, yeah, if you take it seriously. Lenny at centre back and Danny at right back. Do you know what? I probably would play that because it just shows you what the lack of depth we've got. This is, we've shows it's disappeared. Zampa, do you want to come in? No, he's gone upstairs. He's too lively. He doesn't like all this talking. If I can get him on the camera, we all do. What's our best cup game except for 2004? You said. Yours was Everton, wasn't it? Mine's Arsenal. Mine's Arsenal at Highbury. That was an unbelievable day. 2-0. We were that, and then we had the Chelsea game as well. If you don't mind, well, don't ever say that. Hit the like button. We've only got 14 likes. If you like it, what's it called? There's Zampa the dog, not Zampa the lion. But we can always tell where he got his name from. Listen, we appreciate doing it. We love speaking to Mill fans. That's the best thing about our club. We're a family. No matter where you are in the world, this is a special club, and we don't do it for anything. We're never sponsored. We just do it to talk to people about our club. Newcastle United against Bromley.
Adam, all of the lower league teams have got difficult draws.
Yeah, that's a good point. Zampa is the only one excited by the draw. Listen, we really appreciate the comments because we do it because we love it. We love the club and we love speaking to people and people coming to speak to us after the game, and that's everything. Everton, Peterborough United, the draw's still going on. Imagine if we were still going. We'd have had
Wickham.
Was it Wickham Wanderers? Wickham are having a really good season. In fact, I keep seeing Fred Onyedinma scoring. I think Wickham are
Wickham Portsmouth.
Are they? And what Wickham Portsmouth? So we haven't got them. Where are Wickham? I think they're really high up. Yeah, they're first in League One. They're doing really well considering all the money in the in League One. That's
like Birmingham.
Yeah, exactly.
They've just come out.
Yeah, Birmingham will get. Let's have a guess. Lincoln. Oh, he's called it. He's absolutely called it. They got Lincoln.
Oh yeah, I forgot. One of my mates from school's just messaged me. He's a bit of a glory.
He hasn't got mates.
Bit of a glory hunter. Skips around teams, but he's always loved Dagenham and Redbridge. So
which one's this?
Alfie T.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Leeds United. Well, we could have got Leeds. To be fair, we play them enough in the league at the moment since what's it called? Oh, it's Harrogate Town. That's a good tie. That's a very good tie for them. Some good ties for the non-league teams. To be fair, I suppose Dagenham and Redbridge will think that we are not a good tie for them.
No. But I guess it is a visit to the den for people that.
There's a good. What's it called? Andy Woodman, part of the 8-year contract given at Newcastle. How football is weird. It comes back in what's it called? Nottingham Forest versus Luton. Who? What was you going to
say? It should mean that a couple of the bigger teams should go through though if they've got the lower league teams. Yeah. So hopefully we take it seriously and go through because I'd love to see Millwall versus Spurs in the 4th round or Millwall versus Arsenal in the 4th round. So.
Look at that Sheffield United versus Cardiff. Like what a dead tie that is.
Yeah, that is a
absolutely
dead
tie.
And then Ipswich.
Who's it? Ipswich versus Bristol Rovers.
Get another poor tie.
Obviously, Bristol Rovers are a team that we last played with the Hutch game where we won 4-3 when we came up.
I just remember we weren't at the game, were we? No. I remember watching it on the phone and going absolutely wild.
That's one of the only ones we missed that year as well. Fulham have got Watford, so the last two teams. Will Palace get a home draw or will Stockport get a home draw? The last one out the hat is Palace. So Palace have got the home tie and they will be playing League One. That's a good day for Stockport. Yeah, that concludes the draw. There's no point. If you've got any questions, we'll give it a minute. If you've got any questions and you want to ask them, then we will answer. If not, we really appreciate you joining us and hopefully. I think it's about the 11th of January, the weekend of the 11th of January, where the ties will be played. We won't be on TV, that is for sure. I can't see it. even though it's a London tie. To hypnosis, to put you, what's it? Best FA Cup memory for each of you.
Yeah, mine's obviously
Everton.
the one that I remember, Everton. It's just that day, the celebrations, and then afterwards, like like maybe a year afterwards, talking to Murray Wallace about the game. It was just, you could like that day meant so much to me as a Millwall fan.
Thank you, Alex. Mine's the FA Cup semi-final at Sunderland, at Old Trafford against Sunderland. The final was a good day out, but the semi-final was the one. Although, like I said, the Arsenal away game was something special, and then we done Chelsea as well. So yeah, being able to, we've got history in the FA Cup. A lot more. Like when you go through some of the teams, some big teams haven't got any kind of history in the FA Cup. We really have, and hopefully we'll go to Dagenham and Redbridge. Dagenham and Redditch will come to us. We'll do a professional job. Listen, there's no point in taking it easy. No. We've already gone out to Leyton Orient in the League Cup this year,
and they're doing poorly as well.
Yeah, and we were terrible against them. Literally, probably our worst performance of the season. So well, hopefully we'll take it seriously, get through to the fourth round, and then we can do this all over again. Thank you very much for watching the Millwall Drive Home with Zac and TT. There's only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yes.